Hi, Dr. Trumbull. My name is Kaylee Peace. I want to be a district attorney in the future.
Hi, I'm Lauren Galvin, and I want to be a nurse when I get older.
Hi, I'm Chantel Baird, and I want to be a dermatologist when I get older.
Our prototype is going to be the next innovative artificial heart valve because our valve prototype is called the flapper. The flapper allows for blood flow to flow freely in one direction, and this is due to our invention of the flap, which is made up of a small medicine cup bottom, which opens when water pressure or blood flow is applied. In the opposite direction, the flow is prevented because the water pressure and the glove force the valve shut.
So our valve opens quickly and efficiently, and it has a very smooth water/blood flow. And our invention includes many pros, including that it's easy to construct, has a sturdy construction, and only includes 5 materials.
Okay, so for our 5 materials, we first used this small diameter tube, which you can see here, and this was used to simulate our valve.
Okay, so next up we have the flap, and it's made from the bottom of a plastic medicine cup, and it basically, from the pressure of the water, it opens to allow blood to flow through one direction, and then as it closes the pressure, closes that flap, and it's also held on by tape.
Okay, so our next material is the glove, and blood would flow through the valve into the glove, and when turned in the opposite direction, the pressure of the glove would close the flap and restrict any blood flow. And then we have the rubber band attached to it, and this just attaches the glove to the valve.
So sharks! Now you're gonna see it in action!
Okay, so basically higher water pressure over time could possibly open this flap in the opposite direction, and in order to improve this, we could create a stronger material for the flap and allow it to close more efficiently.
Okay, so this is our second prototype called the BT5000, which stands for Blaster Tunnel 5000. So basically, the reason this is our second and not the final is because it's a bit more complex structure, and it takes more time and resources to build. And the flap on the bottom doesn't open and close as quickly as we wanted it to for the blood to flow more freely in it. But basically what we did is we have the flap, which is also used from the flapper, is the bottom of a medicine cup. And then we have kind of like a glove on the inside, you can see. And we also have a marble in here. It's kind of hard to see. So the marble is blocked off from the glove, and then the strings on the bottom. The strings on the bottom allow for the water to flow through, whereas the flap is supposed to basically prevent the water from going back through the opposite direction, which we do not want it to flow. Okay, so this is the materials for our second prototype. So for the blood to flow freely through the one side, we put string on top of here, and it also kind of houses the marble inside so the marble doesn't completely come out. And the marble allows the blood to flow more freely through it. And this is all held on by tape, so the tape kind of adds a bit more structure to it and also thickness to the valve. And then through the opposite side, we have the flap to prevent the blood from going back through it. And that is just the bottom of the plastic medicine cup. And then we also have a glove inside of here. It also kind of keeps the marble from coming back out, and it has a hole to allow the blood to flow freely through it as well. Okay, so one of the challenges we face in the BT5000 is that the flap does not close quickly enough. So I think we could definitely add a stronger material to help it shut more faster and more efficient.
The BT5000 also has a pretty complex build.
And another problem is it requires a lot more resources and time. So to combat the complex build and the additional resources, we could simplify the build by using more efficient materials.